What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. This is nasty work. Nasty work. As former San Francisco 49er linebacker Jeff Albright, son Jax Albright, who is 21 years old, has reportedly been the culprit that he stole Shadeur Sanders' phone number off his father's iPad, went back to his dorm, and he was the culprit who prank called Shadeur Sanders and pretended to be the Atlanta Falcons GM. There's so many things that's wrong with this. So many things. For one, he's far too old. 21? Going through your father's stuff to prank call Shadeur Sanders at 21 years old? You're a grown man now. You're not a kid. You're 21 years old. And it's said that he went through his father's iPad and took the number off. His father didn't just have the number laying around. He didn't just have Shadeur Sanders' number right there conveniently for him to pick up. He had to go through it. How do I know that? Because the Atlanta Falcons have a quarterback in Kirk Cousins. They also have a quarterback they just drafted in Penix last year. So Shadeur Sanders' name and information shouldn't even been available for Jeff Albright, who is a defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. So why would he have Shadeur Sanders' number just lying around available for his son to find? No, his son had to go through that iPad to search for Shadeur Sanders' number as this process was unfolding to get his number. This was premeditated. Again, Jeff Albright was a good linebacker for the 49ers. Jeff Albright's son, Jeff Albright is a defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. Shadeur Sanders is a quarterback. Why would he be interested in Shadeur Sanders? Why would he have Shadeur Sanders' number? He's not the GM. Right? Okay. Jeff Albright ain't going to make the call to call Shadeur Sanders to say you want to join the Atlanta Falcons. He's not the offensive coordinator, and he's not the GM, and he's not the head coach. Why would his Shadeur Sanders information just be available? His son had to search through it. That means that as this process unfolded, his son Jax came to the understanding, yo, he's falling in the draft. I'm pretty sure my father has his information. Let me go get his information, because it was day 2. So he fell out the draft the first round. So let me go get his information, bring it back, and then prank call him. Guess what? If Jeff Albright had Shadeur Sanders and his private information just available that anybody could went through, he needs to be suspended for the year. His son needs to be punished for a crime. And Atlanta Falcons need to be fined because he impersonated the New Orleans Saints GM, and his father is in line, is hook, line, and sinker with the NFL. So because you put out a public apology, imagine if this was a black defensive coordinator or GM whose son did this to a white quarterback. The defensive coordinator would be fired. His son would be facing punishment to the utmost. Jeff Albright's son needs to be punished. And Jeff Albright needs to be suspended. Because there's no way that Shadeur Sanders' information, that's private information. What? They're claiming that it was just sitting there with Shadeur's number sitting there available. He took it and then went back. That's a lie. Again, Jeff Albright is a defensive coordinator. Why would he have Shadeur Sanders' contact information? Shadeur is not a defensive player. And he's not the head coach or GM. So he won't be making a call to Shadeur Sanders. And the Atlanta Falcons already drafted Penix and have a quarterback on their roster. And Kirk Cousins that they're paying hundreds of millions of dollars to. So their interest in Shadeur should have been slim to none. This is a lie. This is a cover-up. This is a cover-up. They knew this was going. They was messing around. This was a collusion. And his son, Jeff Albright's son, Jax Albright, knew that this was collusion was taking place. He knew he wasn't going to get drafted. He saw an opportunity to be funny and make headlines and go viral, and he took it. He knew about the collusion, period. But let's see how this unfolds and plays out. It's nasty work, man. I know this is off of boxing as I typically talk, but this is nasty work. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.